Hello, and welcome replay viewers. Oh, let me just put in my microphone. Yes. Yes, you should be able to hear me now. Do let me know if you can hear me okay. Today, welcome to the Peri10k Shareathon, tips to make your work more fun. We all want to have more fun. Give me some hearts if you would like to have more fun in your workday. So let me know about that. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to get into this in a moment. I just want to share what the Peri10k Shareathon is in case you haven't heard about it before. And then we're going to get into how can you make your work more fun, which by default means your life is going to be more fun as well. So give me some thumbs up and some hearts if that is something that you would like to have. Okay, so what is the Peri10k Shareathon? Me, excellent. Stacey is agreeing. Welcome, Stacey. Thank you for watching. The Peri10k Shareathon is a daily live stream show that happens Monday to Friday, every day, at least once, but usually twice, across Periscope and Facebook. And obviously today we are on Facebook. And we come together, thought leaders and change makers, who we all discuss one topic of the day. And of course, we each have our own perspectives on it, which is fantastic. And I actually have learned a lot from other speakers in taking part in this as well, which is fantastic. And it's usually around some kind of personal and business transformation. Now, for the last couple of years, the Peri10k MasterMind has run thousands of these events and reached millions of people. Isn't that amazing? And it's all about changing lives one live stream at a time. All right, if you would like to be a speaker, then head over here. If I can point it in the right place. Here we are. Over. There we go. Peri10k.com/join. That is where you need to go to apply to join the community. And then you can get to be one of the speakers like we are here today. And you also get to participate in very valuable masterminds as well. All right, so that's what it's about. Today we've already had Colleen. Colleen has done a sterling job despite the fact she had technical difficulties today. Received some great advice there at the end. After me, we have Christina Giorgio, if I've pronounced that correctly, I hope so. And then wrapping up today, we have Juliet Stapleton, who is the visibility strategist. So for those of you who don't know who I am, by the way, pointing is hard, isn't it, Juliet? It's because we're mirrored, so I kind of think, oh, I'm going here, and it's like, oh no, it's over here. So, as it says down here in the middle, I can do the middle, okay. I'm Una Doyle. I'm the founder of Creative Flow TV, and I'm a business coach and strategist for creative business owners, particularly service providers like designers, animators, copywriters, photographers, video producers, anyone who's in those kinds of fields where you have some kind of creative service that you are offering to other people. I'm a creative myself. I have a background in agencies. I'm also an actor and filmmaker, and I have been through all the kind of challenges that creatives tend to have in business, and I've learned how to be able to overcome those. So I help creatives to confidently and profitably stand out from the crowd and to do creative work that fills their hearts with pride, all without selling their souls, because nobody wants to be doing that, do they? And particularly for creatives. So that's what I do. And actually what that is very relevant to what I want to talk about here today in terms of, how you can make your work more fun. And I think, the less stress you have, the more fun you're able to have. And so that's really about the first thing I want to talk about, which is about getting more into flow. Have you heard of flow? Let me know. Put flow in the comments if you have heard of flow and you know what that means, right? So let me know. And I want to just explain a little bit about that, because sometimes people might call it being in the zone. It's those times where you're really engrossed in the work that you're doing, where you're really connected to that. When time, you just lose your sense of time. It kind of absolutely flies by, or it might even really slow down to give you the time to do what you need to do. It's quite bizarre how that changes. And here's one of the key things is that you feel confident in achieving what you've got to achieve, even when faced with challenges. And so if you just think about a river, that is kind of flowing down and is going over and around rocks and all of that, but it keeps going. And that's very much what being in flow is like, is to be like water rather than kind of banging your head against a brick wall and getting frustrated when people are out of flow. And so a lot of this is around focusing on the areas where you add the most value. And guess what? In those areas, that is where you tend to have the most fun. So like for me, I love what I do. I love working with creatives as my client. I get them because I am one. I've learned principles, and I use personality profiling tools and tools to get rid of emotional baggage and that, to help them to really be who they are and to have more fun in what they're doing. And it just makes such a difference. And I truly believe that we all deserve to be in flow. Yet there are so many people who are stuck doing things in their business that they feel, oh, I should do this, or I have to do that, or maybe they're not even doing the business that they want. And I remember one client I worked with who they actually had quite a successful social media business, but they were like completely out of flow in it. And so they had a session with me, and we kind of were getting clear on what is it you need to focus on. It was like, actually, you need to focus on, either changing business model or changing to a whole other business. And they came and worked with me, and it was a great leap of faith for them, actually, to not know what business we were going to be creating. And I don't normally work with startups. I work with more established businesses, but they already were established in business, just in the wrong business. So together we created a new business for them, and it used their skills, it used their expertise and what they really cared about. Because the bit of the social media business that they really enjoyed was writing. But they're a more introverted, analytical type person. And so they're not somebody who would find it easy to create loads of things from scratch themselves. So they actually ended up setting up as a business ghostwriter. So they're very good at writing in other people's voices. And they were able, together we were able to turn that into a profitable business for them. And so I'm saying this for you to understand that if your business isn't working the way you want it to be right now, you can change it. You can make it more fun. And they just came alive. And it was just fantastic. And when I think back to the jobs that I had in the past before I set up in business, and I was miserable in some of those roles where I had loads of politics to deal with, where I was very frustrated at the pace of how I was allowed to work, because I want to work really fast and get things going. And I remember the last one that I did, it was a kind of a contract. I was just doing it part-time. I was coaching part-time as well with this one. And I really felt like I was, getting out of prison. That's what it felt like, to be getting out of this environment. So this is one of the things I want to talk to you about, is creating the best environment for you to be in. Now, as Colleen mentioned, one of the other Peri10k folks, Melanie Falvey, the backdrop stylist, she talks about creating an office, an environment that works for you physically. I totally agree with that. You also need to create an environment that works for you around the way your business is structured. The business model, the business strategies, the tasks and activities that you were doing on a daily basis, and the people you have around you, particularly your clients, because as a creative services provider, you probably spend a lot of time interacting with your clients. And I was absolutely astonished. A client that I took on recently, when I asked them, what kind of clients would you like to work with? They were stumped. They had never even thought of this. And they were like, can I do that? It's like, oh, yeah, it's your business. You can do what you want. And they had never done that. And you know what? Consequently, they have got some nightmare clients. Now, as we're going through and implementing things, they're going to be getting rid of those clients or changing the way they work with them so that they're not nightmare clients anymore. And so, I want you to know you have the choice. If you have the right strategies and you're doing the right things in your business to suit you and your natural strengths and to suit the stage of business that you're in right now, then you will be able to cherry pick from clients to make sure that you have a really good fit. And that is so much more fun than, the other things that might be going on. Christina, we got 1 minute left, so please go and set up if you haven't already. So here's the other part of what I want to say. I mean, yes, things like having downtime and playing music that Colleen also mentioned, I think those are really important as well. Have a little dance break, I've got a sit-stand desk, so when I want to, sometimes I'll be here here and I'll just be working away, and that's great. However, what I also want you to think about is being really nice to yourself, because too often people are beating themselves up, they are criticizing themselves. And so really working to get rid of that, you know, the negative thoughts, the negative blocks and patterns, and just absolutely kick them into touch and get rid of them. You know, you don't have to hold on to these things anymore. And my God, they don't just make your work more fun, they make your whole life so much nicer and more fun and more effective and everything. So think about, what is it that is getting in your way? What is it that is stopping you having a business that you really love and that is amazing fun for you to work in, that you wake up excited about, and that you're leaping out of bed to go, oh, I can't wait to, you know, to do what I'm going to be doing today. And I mean, who doesn't want to have that? I mean, just put wake up in the comments if that is you and you're like, yeah, I want this, or I have this, because it is just so important. But the thing is, if you don't value yourself, why would you create a business that you actually enjoy? You won't believe that you deserve it. And that's why it underpins everything else that I've talked about. I know I have to finish now because Christina must be live, and we've got to go and follow her now. And watch hers. And I will share it out if you haven't followed her. I'll share it out from my profile as well. But please, please, please make sure that you actually value and love yourself, so that you feel you deserve to have a business where you have more fun and, you know, you make more money and that you're not stressed and miserable. Okay. Go have fun today, everybody. Let's go and see what Christina has to say. See you soon. Bye.